You make this world a better place for me, a better place to be, just a better place for me. Yeah. You make this world a better place for me, just a better place to be. You make this world a better place for me.
Power Ace Radio.
Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of PAR Meet the Artist, where we bring in artists from all over the world to share this special experience and journey into music. And today I have an amazing soul. If I just get my guest, if I get you to please introduce yourself, tell us your name, tell us where you're from, and tell us what you do, please.
Hello, everybody. My name is Zoe Mazah. I am an artist and I'm living in Germany. I was born in Liberia and I'm living in the beautiful town of Munich right now.
That's great. I like it. So, and I'm going to just let's go straight in to why we're here, and then we'll backtrack a little bit.
All right.
So we're here because there's a new single called "A Better Place," right?
Yes, A Better Place is out there since October 25th, I think. And it's doing well so far. I'm really overwhelmed by the most beautiful feedback that I'm getting from all over the world.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. It's definitely an amazing track. Just like if I think we've received maybe about 8 tracks from you. We started from 2001, and you're there from day dot. Saying so, and everything you release has been impeccable.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. And this one, so let's start with the title. A Better Place. Like when I first heard it, I'm like, it sounds very dreamy. And what's the idea behind the song, and especially the title, A Better Place?
Well, I wrote this song January 21st. I will never forget this date because that was a day when they had a huge protest march in Munich, Germany, against the extreme right-wing movement that we do have here in Germany that we experience. And everybody called me and said, Zoe, are you coming out for the protest? And sure, you're going to see you there. And I was so overwhelmed by all the bad news I was reading on the news, and I felt so I felt so vulnerable and I felt so stressed out and so sad. And I said, sorry, I cannot come out for the protest march. I had the feeling I need to see someone else marching on the street, for democracy against all this extreme mindsets, you know. And then there have been more than 150,000 people on the streets of Munich marching. And I was there at home watching it on the news. And I felt, thank you. Thank you for each and everyone who was out there. And I'm saying this in the song as well. For really everybody. This is really my gratitude in a song for people raising the voice, always standing up, for all the injustice in the world, not only here on this day. And each and every one of those people make this world a better place for me. It's for my friends, for my family, but also for people more outside of myself that I see that inspire me to keep going. And I truly believe we can all change this world. We're here to do our best and trying to live consciously, trying to have values and also stand up for those. So when you do this, when you did that today, you made this world a better place for me.
Oh, absolutely. No, that's really great backing story. And as they say, every single one of us have a part to play. Or if you don't play your part, then nothing happens. So
yes, you are so right. I feel like we're a collective of people and we do have a lot of power. we can make a difference. And I hear so many people saying, oh, I'm only one person, I cannot make a change. I say, yes, you do make a change by the smile that you share in the morning with your neighbor, when you hold the door for someone, when you're just trying to leave a helping hand, you already changed the world to be a better place.
Absolutely. I definitely believe in that. They used to say something in my country. They said if you think you're too small to make any impact, they said you've never spent a night with a mosquito.
Oh, yes. Very good, a very good quote. I'm going to keep that one.
So let's kind of go on from there into then. You have an album coming out 3 days time, so on the 8th of November.
Oh, yes.
And that's called Till Then. So for me, I'm mixing this. I'm like, a better place until then. It's like, is there something you're trying to tell us, or is there? do you have a vision about the future? Or what is this album Till Then? What can we expect from it?
Well, the title really is. It's funny that you're asking me this because you're the second person asking me this, and there is a song on the album. It's called Till Then, and it's one of my favorites because I'm actually saying there that I'm here, right? I'm living my life day by day, but one far day, the struggle will be over, and I cannot wait to see Jah light. You know, so I'm on my way through this life, and it's a turbulence. Sometimes it's smooth sailing, sometimes it's wild and rough waters, but I'm here, and I keep going, and I don't lose my faith. So until then, I'll just keep going. I try to do my best. um I hope everybody else is also doing their best, and till then we reach. One day we will reach wherever this will be. I hope each and every one has a feeling for their own, how they feel where their life will lead to. For me, I can't wait till then, till I see Jah light. This is what the song is about. And when I scheduled all the songs of the album, is 10 songs and two dub versions, right? I thought about the title, and there are two different type of artists. Some always have a title, and then they make the album. For me, this always comes last. And I had the whole vision of the album, all the songs recorded, everything together, and I felt like, well, till then, that is really me. Is me keep on going all the time. And it also means for me, like, I see you maybe till then, like a soul rebel salute till then, I
Yeah,
see you there.
yeah, we meet again. Yes, that definitely. I feel that. Feel that. I was just like, yep, got to make sure I ask these bits. It's very important. So yeah. And let's kind of talk about your music in general. You blend reggae roots with new soul, with dub, and you're a great storyteller. So how do you approach putting all this together? I know they feel together, but it's a lot to create that one unique music that it's yours, that your unique
Ah,
style.
wait, for me, somehow composing is like cooking, when you have all different ingredients and you put it together and you have an idea of what you want to have, and when you're lucky, the outcome please the people you serve the food. So when I'm composing music, is also the same, because I really love roots reggae music. I really love the old school vibes. I love how we arranging choirs and all those kind of things. I love the instruments being played, like really being played. Shout out to all my musicians. They did a great job. And I also love dub, because for me, this is like a perfect base for a storytelling, and I also love this because it has a urban vibes to it. And I feel that, like I can't just like separate myself saying I'm only doing one style. It's so much music. In the end, music should not be in boxes, you know? Is everything together makes this one sound. And I always I just go with my own flow and hope in the end the outcome is amazing. I mean, most of the songs I'm composing at the piano. I'm a piano player, so that's where it mostly starts. And then I have a vision of where I want to go, what kind of rhythm I want to have, and I bring it to the studio. And some songs I'm really annoying. I'm like, I really need this to be like this and that, and I want the guitar to, to have this certain kind of sound to it. I'm obsessed with the music. So it's like everything influences me. I'm listening to all different kinds of music. Sometimes I'm like crazy about a certain something in the moment. I love Samurai. I've been listening so much to his work because it suddenly hit me that he sounds like a Stevie Wonder type or something. So always coming, and well, it's just everything is there. I study classical piano myself. So and I always like when I practice, I start with classical music, and it just really opens me. It's funny that I'm playing classical music but and end up you know writing a reggae song, but in the end music is just music. It's like love, right? It's best when you just when you really feel it.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. I feel your vibe. And I kind of just want to touch on that bit of like your transition from playing classical music, which is set with reggae music, which is kind of, you have a lot of freedom to do things. The beat could be slightly offbeat. That's just what makes the whole the whole melody of reggae. How did that transition? Was it easy for you, or did you have to take special lessons to transition?
I'm really telling you, I had to learn to let go, you know, because when you train classical music, you're looking at your notes, you have a sheet, and you like play like this. And when I studied like people like Frédéric Chopin and Rachmaninoff, those huge composers, I
Mm,
also studied how they played. And actually, they've been playing very free, their own work. They've been doing improvisations and everything. So I thought for myself, okay, I can study something and I cultivate skills. My fingers know how to work, you know. But then I have to let go to let my own inspiration come through me. And I'm doing this ever since. And it's so freeing. And in the end, in music, you always have certain rules. You have a metric that you want to follow, or you have certain bars that you want to follow, or you don't want to jump up in the rhythm, like, being not stable. You want to be steady and grooving. So there is rules in all kinds of music.
mm,
It's just what you make of it. And for me, as a composer, as a songwriter, I really have to let go and be open and free and don't limit myself. And like this, I have the feeling I created a lot of freedom for myself, if this makes sense. I tried really to think out of my own boxes. I try to think, okay, I am writing something. Maybe it doesn't make sense to nobody else. And then I think
mm.
about, well, if I feel it, maybe you feel just the same.
Absolutely.
Also, like this, I don't have a blockage in writing because maybe it seems to be a small, simple something, but if I feel it, maybe you or someone else will feel just the same. So for me, that is the secret of the writing process in general.
That's really, really perfect. That's a great answer. And as you said, if you definitely feel it, somebody else, there's a lot of people in your case that feel it. But generally, most issues anyway, you're never alone. So there's somebody out there, and that's why it's great. For musicians, you're able to help others without even knowing that you're doing the job. So great job to you guys. Thank you. Let me kind of move on from there. So your music has deep roots in African and European sounds. So you Liberian and Germany heritage. So has this kind of shaped your music in any way, or have you just grown to love reggae?
It shaped me a lot because I was born in Liberia, right? But I came to Germany as a child. But I learned how very African I am by how the people treated me, how they reacted at me, how they've been looking at me, judging me. They had an opinion already. So I had to find my way. And in a certain age, I just said, okay, I gave up on trying to fit in. I just said, okay, I'm going to be me, just myself. And then when I started this journey of trying to really be myself and follow my own truth, I discovered reggae music. I've been already studying classical piano since I was a child. I was in this, I finished conservatory when I was 15, you know, and then I discovered reggae music and I felt there was something so powerful in there and it deeply touched me. But the first time when I really understood what reggae music is for me is when I've been to Jamaica for the very first time. I must have been something like 19, I guess. And I just felt home in this sound. And then it was obvious for me because the heritage, genetic heritage of Jamaican people is from West Africa. That is where I'm from. So a lot of those things made me even love reggae more. So I started to explore the music, start to listen to different artists. And I felt this is for me. And it's so organic. It's beautiful. And what I love, it's mysterious, it's spiritual, and it's a voice for the people. But it's also so much fun. I love the dance. I love the party vibes. I love the pure sunshine and feel good music. So it's really both. And I just felt I fit in. I could blend in. It was the first time in my life I felt I found a sound where I could really develop.
Mm.
So, and I'm still on the road, I'm not there. Till then, uh, we'll see,
I like that. Till then, yes. And this is the beauty of it all because, some people think, yeah, I've achieved and I've arrived and this is it. For you, you're like, nope, there's still room for improvements. We can't say, but obviously, we just have to wait and see, I suppose. And let's kind of go into a bit about your collaboration.
Oh,
In your collaborations with great iconic artists like Kaimani Mali, and Aburosi. These are great artists. So how did that come by? Was that on your visit to Jamaica, or how did you navigate that?
yeah. Well, I actually produced two full albums with Rosie together. This is when a lifetime friendship started. We real good friends since then, and that's also where I met Kimani Marley because he just came by in the studio and he heard the sound. So I said, "Well, you want to join?" And he said, "Yes." And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it anyways when I met him, and yeah, we've been all trying different things and I just really feel so blessed. I had the chance to work with Anthony B. I got to work with Chuck Fender. I got to work with Randy Valentine just recently. And now on the new album, I'm having two amazing I can never say the word collabs. I'm going to just say collabs um, on it as well. And it's such a trip, you learn so much from other songwriters and other singers and the way they throw themselves into the music. For me, this is just all. It's such a great experience, and I'm deeply grateful for each and everyone, also musicians that I had the chance to work with. Dean Fraser been playing horns. I will never forget. I felt so shy, and there he was. Someone I really admired for all the arrangements that he does, and he was booked to play horns for me. And he first in the beginning he called me like the singer girl, because he never understood that was me really writing the music. And then he understood. And then from there, he really included me, in the work. And he wanted me to explain. about my feelings, about my thoughts. And I learned so much. I learned so much. There are many on the way, many on the way. And this is all. It really is all. Music is, we say we play music. It's like you play football, or you play basketball, but you play music. That is something you do together. It's a team play. And that's what makes it so much fun.
Okay, I like the story behind that. Really, really cool. And let's kind of step into a bit more about the, your collaborations, with all these great producers. Is there something that you say you've learned from them that you take through your journey in making music? Maybe their work ethic or, anything specific that you think, oh yeah, I've learned this, maybe not from all of them, but, there has to be something that fits that you're like, yeah, I will take this through my journey.
Definitely. The first thing I learned to listen. I learned to really listen to what we record, and to be specific about what I like and also what I don't like. And this is the process, because learning has to do with knowledge. Maybe I do have a feeling and I cannot describe where I want to go, but I have to learn to express myself, to tell a next person where I want to go. So to listen is something I really learned. And the next thing I learned is I learned to say no, meaning, well, people want you to bring a song in a certain direction and I'm not feeling it and it's my song. I learned to say no, thank you, but no, I want it this and that way because it needs to be right for myself, for my own feeling. And criticism is beautiful because it helps me to double check myself and overthink if I really know what I want, But this is one of the most important things. And I'm encouraging every musician, every younger artist that they're recording their music to learn, like, listen back. Are you really satisfied? And if you are not, why? Ask yourself why, and don't be afraid to start over. Maybe you need to change a little something. Maybe you don't like the expression of your voice. Maybe, certain levels of the bass are too loud, but learn to express where you really want to go.
It's a great, great advice. If I was a musician, I'd definitely take that on board myself, because you're your biggest critic. So, it's best you able to criticize yourself. And if you don't stand for something, you fall for everything. So, yeah, no, that's great advice. Thank you very much for that. And kind of, let's touch on this before I carry on going. question. You do all this great stuff. We have your album coming up on the 8th of November. Where can people go and find all these gems that you putting out left, right, and center, especially for all these great artists, maybe not even the released ones? You have a website, social media handle. Where can we go?
Yes. Well, first of all, I do have a YouTube channel that is Zoe Mazah. You find me on YouTube. There you can also find videos that I've been doing. Sometimes you can find an interview. I'm not releasing too much visuals, but a lot of them I even film and edit and everything myself. I just recently did one for A Better Place. I've been building moving collages and I had so much fun, but I wanted it to be a specific way. So you can come very close to me. You will definitely find me on Instagram. I'm big time always on Instagram. You can also send me messages there because I like to be close with my audience. It really brings a lot of joy to myself to be interacting with people. So please follow me. That is Zoe Mazah Music on Instagram. Of course, also on Facebook, you can find me. And I do have a website that is like a website where everything is combined with all the links. That is zoemazah.com.
It's easy. That's we can't get it wrong. Zoe, Z-O-E, Mazah
Yeah.
is Maza.
Yes.
So yeah, so with Mazah Music, and we will find you on every platform. That's perfect. I like that a lot. Thank you. And kind of, I want to touch about you've done a lot of performances. You do studio work. You release albums. So let's go first on when you're going live on stage. Are there any specific rituals that you have to um go through in your mind before you get on stage, or are you just one of those you just can do it in your sleep? Do you get nervous at all?
Well, that is a funny question because for two reasons, right? One is we're always on a rush, where we're heading to a festival. We just had this. We are late. We're on the van. We're just coming there. It's a quick change, and just trying to put on my clothes and fix the makeup or fix the hair. And that's most, I don't even have time to eat before. It's just good to go, or people want to interview or take pictures. So I'm just like, just have 5 minutes before the show to center myself and breathe and like blend out everything else. And then it's good to go. And then the secret for me, that's just my very personal thing. You have to practice before. You practice at home, you practice in the studio, in the rehearsal room. So you're prepared, you're ready to go. And then, of course, drink a lot of water. You can't be dehydrated. And this also does not start on stage. You have to be prepared, like days before. You make sure you nurture your body the right way and try to get enough rest. But also, this is difficult when you're on the road. It's always you're on trains, on a plane, on a bus, on a van, and it's hectic. People always see just the glam, but being on the road is a hectic something. So better rest before. Make sure you're fit, physically fit, because it's exhausting as well.
No, absolutely, definitely is exhausting. Going from one place to another. I
Oh
suppose once
yeah.
you're starting off, it's probably not as well. Yeah. In your shoes, yeah, could only imagine. Uh,
Yeah,
so
well, it's sometimes, but it's a lot of fun. I'm a person, I love to be on the road. I really enjoy it. A lot of people are, oh, well, you're sleeping here, you're there, don't you get tired? I just really like to be on the road. I like to see places. And what I love about my band, they always try also to see a little bit. If we have the chance, we try to see a little bit of the place where we are. And so sometimes we're just walking some random places, just taking pictures. But it's good. Like this, you just get to see the world. And I'm so very grateful that music is giving me the chance to really get to travel.
because traveling definitely does open your mind to just beyond
Yes.
what you even imagine. It's incredible. Um, so yeah, no, I definitely second that. And kind of um going into what I call my random question, because you did touch on food, you touch like your music is a bit like cooking. So I'm gonna go off that. Um, that if your music, if there's one dish that would describe your music, the reggae feel of it, the interpretation, the energy you put into it, the vibe that people get from it, the inspiration behind it. If there was one dish to summarize your music, what dish would it be and what sort of ingredients make this great dish?
Well, this for sure must be a ital stew, you know,
Uh,
a food for the soul, something to nourish you, something warming. And, a stew takes time to cook. And it takes a lot of love to cut all the vegetables. It takes time. You wash them and really clean them and cut them and size them up nice. And also the seasoning is something you do with care. And it's also lasting. When you have your pot of good ital stew, you're also full, for a good time. it's filling you in a nice way. You're leaving with a warm, filled belly. And I hope my music could leave the hearts and the souls feeling warm and well nurtured. And I hope that the people feel the love that I'm putting in there. And when I get a pot of warm ital stew or a warm soup that someone made for me, I always leave feeling so well taken care of, you know? And with the music, I hope this is what I can make the people feel. I want them to feel loved, and that there is something more than maybe the turbulence of the life they're experiencing right now, that there is beauty, that there is love, that there is something to look forward to, and that they are not alone.
That is beautiful, beautiful statement. Thank you. Thank you for that. And just kind of want to do this round a bit again. You're a singer, and usually we have lots of all these extra bits that the studio add into it. So I just want you, if you don't mind, giving us a little sample of maybe your new track, or maybe some the pop pipelines, just a snippet, please.
Let me think which one. Okay. Oh, let me think. You make this world a better place for me, a better place to be, just a better place for me. Yeah. You make this world a better place for me, just a better place to be. You make this world a better place for me.
Really, really incredible. Thank you very much for that snippet. And kind of as we're wrapping up, what is in the pipeline for you? I know the album is coming out. We'll keep saying this just so they know. On the 8th of November. Till then,
yes.
What is in the pipeline for you?
Oh, well, the album release is always a big something. I am so very excited. It feels like people can like read my diary. It's like not even everything is about myself, but it's like so personal whenever you're putting out music. That is a very exciting moment. And then we're fully on the booking for all festivals and also a tour for 2025. So this is it's very busy in the moment. It's like everything. And I'm prepping for, I'm invited to read poetry at the end of this month. And then I'm joining a Christmas concert that I'm always doing. It's a benefit concert in the mid of December. And I'm closing my stage year with this. I always do this because it's beautiful to be able to give something back. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And already keeping myself from throwing my hat ahead because I'm already writing, because I'm always writing. I can't stop myself, but you definitely see me on the road a lot. 2025, here I come.
25, a great year. Say till then. But let's any closing remarks for your viewers, the ones that have been with you from day dot and the ones that are just meeting you. What would you like to say to your viewers?
Everybody, I want you to know that this life that we've been given is so very precious. Use it well. Tell the people that you love, that you do love them. Reach out, watch over yourself. Take care of your soul, of your soul space, of your heart and mind space. Keep the light, keep the light burning and keep the fire in your hearts burning. You're not alone. We're a community, we are collective, and just be good. Till then, I'll be there and I'm not going to let your ears run dry.
That is so perfect closing remark. I'd just like to say thank you so much, for coming out of the busy times, to share your experience on Power Ace Radio. It's been such a pleasure.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you so much. And please, by the end, tell me your name.
So yes, so my name is Pali. It's Papa Alpha Lima Lima Yankee.
Okay, thank you. Because I wanted to ask this in the beginning, and I was just like already speaking. Thank you for your time, thanking me for this beautiful interview, for the conversation, and be safe.
It's been a pleasure. So till then.
My pleasure. Yes, till then. Soul Rebel salute.
From
Bye.
Cape to Cairo, Madagascar to Morocco, you're traveling on the airwaves of Power Ace Radio.